It wasn't live, Rick.
We're doing this. How are you doing?
Hi.
How have you been? It's been 2 months since we've done anything. 2 months. That's not good, right? Our fans miss us. They miss you. Actually, I don't have any fans. All the fans are yours.
God, would you stop?
Stop what? Your fans
Supposed
miss
to be
you.
Not in the car. We're in the car. It's supposed to be like this. This isn't supposed to be like this.
Your fans miss you. Enunciate. Can't hear you. So I'm Rick McBride.
I'm Sariaki.
And we are your Property Masters. Oh, we missed it. Hold on, do that again. And we are your Property Masters. That was perfect. That was dead on. Right on. If you guys have any questions coming up, all 0 of you, but if you have any questions, go ahead and ask them. At the end, we will answer your questions.
Well, you gotta tell them.
Gotta tell them what?
If they don't see the live button,
Well,
they're not watching it live. That they can ask the questions and you'll get back to them.
So you're saying that if they ask us a question later, even though we're not live, we'll still get back to them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
But they're watching it and they're like asking a question. They are waiting for an answer right now because they don't know that it's not live.
Gotcha. Okay.
Stop.
Gotcha.
God.
But if you ask the question live, we're not going to stop and answer the question right now anyway.
Why wouldn't we?
Because it messes up. We'll just take questions.
Why is this only Rick's show? If you guys want a question and you want an answer, we can answer it. See?
I thought it would be better to...
Here we go.
Oh my God. Our internet. Oh, you know what? I don't think I'm connected to Wi-Fi.
Well, it should be better then. It should be better.
All right. Well, we'll go with this, I guess, and see what happens.
Can't even blame it on the Wi-Fi now. It's AT&T.
Yeah, but I bet you the Wi-Fi is better. Is there any way I can connect to
I
it
shut my
right now?
Wi-Fi off every time because it's my issue.
There we go. I just connected to Wi-Fi. Let's see if it's better or worse or whatever. My God. Wait, I cannot wait till we get new Wi-Fi. Cannot wait until we get new Wi-Fi. Let's make sure that was just when I was flipping over. Watch. Let's make sure it's still connected. Yep, still good. All right, here we go. So, why is now one of the best times to list your property for sale in all of mankind's history? Why right now is it the best time to list your property? It doesn't make sense, right? It's like there's an epidemic or a pandemic going on. You don't want people in your house. It's crazy. Nobody's out there buying. Nobody's looking, right?
Right.
Right?
Right.
You agree that nobody's out there looking?
No, didn't say that.
I know. Well, that's what people would think. That's what common sense would tell you. Said, hey, there's a pandemic. Nobody's buying any houses right now. Is that true?
Nope.
Yeah, we've sold quite a few houses just in the last couple weeks. Contracts and then listings. Shelly just listed a property and sold it in 5 hours for $15,000 more than asking price. So the rumors that the buyers are not out there is not true. There's less buyers, but guess what else there is? There's less what?
Tire kickers.
Yeah, but there's also less what?
I don't know. I can't read your
Well, if
mind.
there's
This
less-
is what you do that aggravates me.
If there's
I even played along and gave you an answer.
if there's less buyers, then there's also less to choose from, right?
Inventory.
Yeah, way less inventory. I mean, way less. For instance, just a month ago, you think and you say, just 4 weeks ago or just a month ago, wasn't it? It was such a different world, right? It was so crazy. Just 4 months ago, you think of what you were doing. 4 weeks ago, what you were doing. 4 months ago, really, but 4 weeks ago. So just 4 weeks ago, I'm just using the city of DeBerry because it's a nice, easy, small number to deal with. The city of DeBerry had, just 4 weeks ago, 120 houses or properties for sale. Now, how many properties does it have for sale?
Which was a high number because it wasn't sustaining that.
right? So we
That
were actually
was-
getting inventory back on the
It
market.
was creeping up.
Yeah, we were starting to see inventory, like the word you used, creep up, and it was kind of cool because we were finally having something to sell, and we had just massive amounts of buyers in the market, right? But inventory now in DeBerry, there's only 83 houses in our properties, and all of DeBerry for sale. So your competition, if you list right now, doesn't exist. And anything that's out there, anyone who's buying, they've probably already seen it, right?
Right.
Because it's been on the market for a while. So they're going to be like, seeing that one, seeing that one. So what?
Do you have your stats for what are the new listings?
How many?
Yeah.
No, I didn't do that stat, unfortunately. But let's say,
So like of the 83, is it stale inventory?
yeah, I mean, I don't need a stat for that. It is stale inventory, no doubt about it. So, but speaking of stale inventory, so that's where I was going with that. So when you list a property, and sorry about that, we're back. Obviously, we're not the highest tech in the world. We got lots of good information. So when you are, I'm gonna go turn that on. Let me see. I'm gonna go turn on Do Not Disturb. Give me 1 second. Forgot to do that. I apologize. You know which one it is?
Yeah, it's at the end. Well, let me look at what my do not disturb, because I have do not disturb on.
There it is. I got it. Okay, that's good. I got it. It is now on. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So where were we? We were talking. Oh, you were talking about stale inventory. So that's a good word to use. All the inventory that's out there is stale. So when we list a property and we start putting it in the computer, right? What happens the second that you hit submit?
You can't tell how that is.
What happens the second that you hit submit?
What? Goes
Well,
on the MLS.
And what happens when it goes on the MLS, right? When it goes on the MLS.
Tells anybody that's in a portal that it's listed.
That's right. Everyone goes to thousands of people. The second you hit submit, it goes to everyone, every realtor who has a search saved. It goes to every site on the internet. Our data feed sends it to everywhere on the planet. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people instantly see your property, right?
Why? How come you don't have comments up here? There's people talking to us.
There is.
I mean, I don't know what you're doing today.
Me either. Is it there?
Hi, Bobby.
I don't see comments either. I don't know how to show them. But you got the comments, all right? So anyway, it goes to thousands and thousands of people. So those people instantly see it, which is why using our Master's Marketing Program, we can sell a property with that data feed and identifying who's most likely to buy that property and feeding it to them and speaking directly to them with professional pictures and stuff, that you can actually sell your property right away. And it's not stale. And all the other inventory is stale. So you'll be the new kid on the block, basically. Big fish in a small pond, whatever cliche you want to use.
Yeah, with not a lot of competition, being the new kid.
Virtually no competition. I mean, just the other day, this number's 120 to 83, but I believe it was either Monday or Tuesday I looked, and that number was 88. So not a lot has gone on to the market. And this doesn't just apply to DeBerry. This applies across the board, pretty much across the nation, but across the board. The other thing is buyers are more serious. So if somebody's looking for property right now, they want to buy. No doubt about it.
Why do you say that?
Because nobody's going out of the
You
house.
don't like to wear your little booties?
You got your booties, you got your mask. Nobody's going out.
We should have our mask on. That would have been what we should have done.
Yeah. So anyway, buyers are more serious. They're not just out there. No more tire kickers. If someone's looking at your property, they are pretty serious about buying. The other thing is no tire kickers. So, if you do list it and someone does come to look at it, well, you're going to leave, so you're not going to see them anyway. Their agent is going to wipe down all the stuff that they touched. And so then, you can come behind them and wipe it down as well. And there's going to be nobody, there's going to be, if they came to look at that house, they probably like it. the other thing is one you said. What did you say about the buyer and their criteria and stuff? What was that one?
They're more qualified buyers because the criteria to get a loan has been raised.
Oh yeah. So what do you know? What criteria specifically has been raised by any chance?
Well, I do know that their credit score has to be higher.
Yeah, you used to be able to get a loan with a credit score of 580 to 620. Now, I mean, some places are requiring a 700 credit score to get a loan. So you know that that buyer is way more qualified. You know, you can assume that the lender has done their job and vetted them and made sure that they're actually still employed. So the chances of the transaction falling apart at the end because of financing, almost non-existent. It can still happen, but not so much anymore. Not so much. So most likely, if you get that contract, it's probably going to close. The other thing is interest rates. They went way down, then they shot up a little bit, and now everyone's kind of got it figured out. So the interest rates are creeping back down again, so people can afford to purchase your property, but they can also afford to pay what for your property? If the interest rate's lower, they can pay more for your property. So you basically have increased the potential people who can actually look at and qualify for your property. And so there you go. So they're more qualified and there's more of them because they can afford it, right? Right? We just went over this, but since everyone's back, we just sold a property in the country club. Shelly just sold a property in the country club for $15,000 over asking price in 5 hours. That just after, not too long ago, we sold one for full price in 2 hours. Our stuff works, man. We sell for top dollar. One more thing. If you're just on the fence, should I list, should I not list? I don't know if I want to hold out. Well, if you can go both ways on this. We're certainly not economists. But if we are truly entering a recession, then property values do go down. Well, right now, it might be
the end of getting tough.
Yeah, so you might get, your house today might be worth more than it is for a couple years, if not longer. So
couple years?
Maybe longer.
Couple years.
Maybe longer. How long
Rick
was it?
McBride.
The crash was almost
couple years.
10 years. So this might be the most that your property will be worth for a long time. So if you're on that fence, jump off. Jump in that pool. Because it is time. You can still get top dollar, and because you don't have any competition, your basic supply demand, there's no competition. But as soon as this is over, and if we hit a recession,
and it's ringing in the background of my phone.
I don't know why that just did that. I turned on Do Not Disturb. I apologize. I say we're not the highest tech, but we have good information. Anyway, if you're selling now, then your property value is about as high as it's going to be, most likely, for the next few years. Maybe not. Maybe not. There's a bunch of pent-up demand. There's a bunch of people sitting on the sidelines and not selling right now. So one would assume that as soon as this madness is over, you'll see a whole bunch of people list their property. So inventories will increase. Inventories go up. Prices go
down.
Yep, no doubt about it. If you've lost your job, God forbid, sorry about that. It's horrible, of course. But if you've lost your job and are having trouble making your payment, and you're just done, you're ready to move on, you're better off selling now than waiting until later when the bank starts hounding you and coming after you and racking up late fees. And granted, right now they can't do that, but that won't last forever. So now would be a great time to actually sell your property. Another thing is if you want to upsize, interest rates are great. So I was talking to one of our customers the other day, and he's over 5% on his interest rate. And I told him, we can get you in at 3% now. So if he buys a property that's worth thousands more at 3%, his payment will stay the same as it was at 5%. So you can upsize, your payment will barely go up if it does at all, right?
Right.
Why are you sitting there smiling so much?
I mean, you have something to say about it no matter what I do.
I know. Well, you're looking at your phone and smiling. So
I was looking at people that are on here to interact with because you're just wanting to speak. These people are talking.
Yeah.
Like Kachwana, he's talking to you, but no, you wouldn't know that. You don't even know Kachwana's on there.
I know, because I can't see it.
Right. Show everybody. See how big his writing is on his paper?
It was either big writing or
Or
glasses.
glasses.
Yeah, I went with the big writing for now, instead of looking smart with the glasses. Anyway, because of current, you'll be able to increase your payment. Finally, if you are still nervous about people coming into your property, that's okay. We can do video tours, live video tours. Eventually, an inspector is going to have to come in there or something. The people are eventually going to have to see the property, but that's after they're under contract. So if you don't want a bunch of people coming through your property, then we can do live video tours. We also are now doing, hopefully with a little more technology than this, we'll do a live open house at certain times of the day. We'll come in there so people can see the property. So you won't have a ton. Anything else you want to add to this?
No.
Are there any questions that we need to answer?
No.
Any smart asses that we need to address?
They just told me to keep treating you really well.
Oh, see? That's what I'm like so spoiled.
I speak for the people that want to speak to you.
I'm so spoiled to have you in my life. There's no doubt about it. You are the best. Anyway, so
Hi, Amanda. How are you?
hi, Amanda. How are you?
Well, you want to say hi to everybody else?
No, just Amanda.
Just Amanda.
Just Amanda. So anyway, that's it. If you have no questions, if you want to ask questions later, if you're watching this later, go ahead and ask the question. We just won't respond right away. We'll respond eventually. But we have a special offer for you. If you list your property by the end of the month, by the end of April, we will get you and we will pay for and get you and your buyer a free warranty. It will go into effect the second you sign the listing. So if something were to break from the time you list the property until the time it closes, then you will be covered as the seller. Also, it's a great incentive for your buyer because now they know they can purchase your property with peace of mind knowing they're getting a warranty. All that will be no cost to you. Anything else? Everyone see Sarah's beautiful fish tank? She loves her fish tank.
No, you're blocking it.
Oh, very good. Everyone look at the fish tank.
Take
Where's
the
my
mic for
fish? Where's the eel? Where's my fish?
He's trying to say he has a fish.
The
He
eel.
doesn't have a fish. He won't even look at the fish tank.
My
And
eel.
now we're on camera. He is a fish.
My eel. Where is he? He's
I
hiding.
don't know. Show us. You know you know about him.
He's hiding. Where is? Oh, there he is. He's back there. You probably can't see him. Yeah, they
That's
can't.
because
see
he's
him.
quarantined.
He's chilling. He's sleeping. He's quarantined. Quarantine fish. Fish has COVID-19.
He started his quarantine whenever we got quarantined. He goes to the corner, gets away from the other fish.
All right, never been a better time to list your property since I've been in this business. Sounds counterproductive, doesn't sound right, but it is 1,000% true. Whether you want to upsize, whether you just want to sell, whether you want to move, no matter what the reason, there's never been a better time to sell. If you've been thinking, if you've been on the fence even before this, now is the time to do it. Right now. Give us a call, 386-866.
If you drive by our office, give us a honk.
Yep.
We love it.
386-866-1007. We'll set an appointment, come out there, get it listed right away. List before the end of the month. Free warranty for you and your buyers. You guys stay safe. Everyone stay safe. Everyone have a great time. And we are still rocking it. We're still busy as hell. So give us a call. Shoot us a text, 386-866-1007.
Bye.
Bye.